doesn't really work very well. I will also be on YouTube, so I'll post a link here. Hold up. So if you go to the chat, you will also find the link if my screen share here on YouTube isn't doing its thing. Put you guys to the side and we'll get started. Let's take a look at ISRG together here first, all right? And also let's go to a dark theme. This is supposed to have its earnings right now, so let me just kind of clean up here a little bit. This is a big bull market chart, right, you guys? On the weekly time frame, on the monthly time frame, we're essentially at all-time highs here at 608. So let's go to lower time frames, maybe even the 15-minute, and go to extended trading hours, as we should be getting some moves here sometime soon. It's listed for 4-5 or so. So that should hopefully come in soon, the volatility here. Let's maybe go to the daily time frame. Like, as we're so overextended at all-time highs, I would maybe have 1 or 2 levels below us where it would be kind of an interesting watch. I would say 573 and 552 are 2 potential dip buy levels if we're going to see some volatility to the downside. Whoa, what a dip. I'm not seeing anything yet. Maybe I'm late, maybe I should be on Webull, but I don't have that here on this PC. So let's see. I also have my earnings calendar. ISRG has earnings. Let's see what else. That's ISRG, TXN. And I also had seen some companies who had earnings earlier today and who are really showing some good setups. And I also wanted to take a look at MKC, because that also has a swing trade setup, which I'm currently looking at. Your first chart, think monthly maybe. Let's see. On the monthly, where did we dip? Back here in 2008 a lot, but let's see here on the 5-minute time frame where we're gonna go. I also want to keep a second chart on here, which is exactly MKC, which is McCormick and Company. I'm honestly not sure what they do, you guys, but I remember that well, basically my parents used to take me to the US quite a lot, and then we would get these McCormick spices because they're not available in Europe anyways. I'm not sure if it's this company, but that name rings a bell basically. It's very simple here for, yeah, McCormick is just spices. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Ooh, looks like we're seeing a big bump here on ISRG anyways. Nothing to jump into, but it's, you might get a lot of volatility here. So for MKC, what I want to see, guys, and anybody here on the stream with me, you're doing yourself a service being here, because I'm going to give you guys some swing trading ideas as well. We got to close above 75.12 on the week, either this week or next week, whenever. If that happens, I'm going to buy myself some precious McCormick Spice shares, and I'll be aiming for these relative equal highs there at 82. So I'm looking basically for a move from 75.12 to 82.06. That would be my my swing trading idea. And that gives you, right, weekly closure above it. I would be entering, like I said, at 75.12. That's what I'm looking at. So let's see on the 5-minute here if we're going to see some earnings volatility and what that is going to do. Or, yeah, sorry, that they had their earnings earlier today. Maybe that's why I was looking at this. Kind of regardless, that 75.12 level for MKC is definitely something you can put in your charts, and you can be just patient to see if maybe tomorrow we're going to close above it. I'm personally a fan of then basically working with this swing trade setup. Hope it makes sense. And for ISRG, if we're going to see big wicks and then a rejection, I would imagine, right? Because sometimes you get these bumps to get in some more people after hours, and then it just boom, it rug pulls, right? So you'd want to know where to look. I think I'll repeat myself, 573 and 552 are like two nice levels. Let's see. Let's read some of the news here. Intuitive Surgical Q4 net revenue, I'm assuming, or what is this? Not really sure what they're trying to tell me here. Maybe that's positive. Anyways, what I do is I like TradingView, and then after a while, this earnings sign on the bottom, it goes from purple to either green or red, and then you can basically just have a quicker look at this. So MKC, it is on my watch list. I hope it's on your guys' watch list as well. That's just a free swing trade idea for you guys. Let's see what else do we got here. TXN, Texas Instruments Incorporated. Let's take a look. What's up, Quackers? I'm not sure if you heard this champion, but if you're looking for some swing trades, I'm handing them out here. MKC, weekly closure above 75.12. I'm buying that at that level, right, with a limit order next week. And then your target is 82 and your stop is 72. Looks like Intuitive Surgical reports adjusted EPS 2.21 versus, I guess, the estimates of 179. That's seems to be quite good, right? But regardless, there's so many companies, you guys, good earnings, and then like basically, I'll just show you guys something, right? This is not tradable, I guess, for you if you're in the US. This is, let's see, this is a local bank here in the Netherlands. Lately, just kind of the point that I wanted to make is like, yeah, they had green earnings, and then still, right, if you kind of zoom out, they didn't immediately go up. They actually kind of went down and then went down again. And then eventually, later during the kind of the cycle of the business quarter there, they kind of started going up. So it's not a guarantee that, oh, good earnings, now immediately we go up. Even with very decent companies, the earnings are good, and then still they're basically baiting in retail to say, well, look, the earnings are good, you want to buy some of this, right? And they're selling to you just to buy it back lower. Anyways, that aside, I wanted to take a look at Texas Instruments Incorporated. This one I have not looked at, to be honest. Beats fourth quarter revenue estimates. So looks like, at least from what I'm seeing, correct me if I'm wrong, but these earnings seem to be immaculate. Ooh, that's a nice candle here on the 1 hour for Texas Instruments. Let's kind of zoom out to the weekly and kind of see where we can get some deals, you guys. Let's maybe start with having that 178.89 level on there. Right? So no touching until it at least would hit that, I would say. That's another good 7% down from here, right? And then I'd be very interested. I'd literally be super interested to then, during regular trading hours, I'm literally, you guys, whoever's in my coaching section, again, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. The trade on Apple as well, we literally just waited for higher time frame level to get hit, regardless of what it is. And then we can look for more confirmation to basically get back inside and play it to the upside while squeezing out basically all the highs that are made in the downtrend, right? I'm actually going to prepare myself and put this on my watch list. Looks like a clean bull market so far. And there we go already for ISRG, right? Let's see. 609 to 626, immediately back down. So the ticker for Texas Instrument is TXN. I'm gonna put that on my watch list, and I'm gonna place myself an alert at 178.89, and I'm gonna basically say crossing down message, look for more confirmations to go on. Right? Good. Let's see, do we have anything else on the earnings calendar? So when I focus on the largest market caps first, right? GE also like big multi-year breakouts today I saw. INTC, does that have earnings as well? Not seeing it here, but let's take a look at it regardless. INTC, Intel. This piece of shit. My good grief. I remember looking at it way back when it was trading at 40s, and I tried to buy the dip once at 31, and then once that level here basically got nuked out, it was all over. Like, this is not a good chart in my opinion, right? This is like, there's plenty of things that in my opinion don't look good. Intel is something that in my opinion I would not be putting money to this, and the reason why is basically simple, right? Got that low at 1851, which until that low gets taken, I'm not involved in this, because this is the typical scenario where, yeah, right, you buy the dip and then you basically sit and draw down for a year or for more than a year. I want to see something like this on Intel, to be honest. Let's see, when do they have earnings? January 30th, so that's next week, exactly in a week, right? Regardless, you could, for example, have the 1851 level for Intel on your charts, right? That is where it's not like now, yeah, everybody wants to kind of look at this and call it a double bottom, and now everybody's interested. But by the time you get at 80 to 1851, it no longer feels like opportunity, right? Then if you get back inside, then we can start talking about a serious move. Well, and it's also a little bit sad what we can call a serious move, but actually a 40% move is not bad, right? From 18 back to 26. If Intel is, however, going to nuke below 1851, there's plenty of levels to go back to. Just gonna kind of eyeball at least some that's going to be important is 1613. Let's see, 1613, 1442. And then it's going to be already 1303. So Intel can definitely become cheaper, in my opinion, right? I'm not saying this needs to happen. We can very well, in a downtrend, just keep going down. I grabbed the blah, blah, blah call debit. I have no idea what it means, a call debit, right? I've been here for years. I have no idea. Up 33%. That's nice. Again, I wouldn't be trusting this, to be honest, even if this is like locally making a higher high here. Like, if it's going to leave behind that like, this is sketchy, right? You got a low at 1851, and then you come back to, let's see, 1873. That is literally to bait retail, right? So I would be very careful here. And if you are, for example, able to lock in profits, I mean, you do what you want to do, right? I think even if you get this below 2106 again for Intel, that's going to be your bearish confirmation. So let's go to the 1 hour. If you see something like this on Intel on the 1 hour where it's going to get below 2106, I would basically expect the worst. But again, I can be very wrong, right? Buy 22, sell 33, and only 36, up 12. I guess that's nice, DK, for him. Profit, doing well. Happy to hear it. I'm still completely not understanding of any of the call debit spread, this, that, the other. Like, that seems so difficult to me. Anyways. Well, if we're just going to be printing a couple of candlesticks here next to each other for ISRG, this is going to be a long waiting game, right? No problem at all, TK. I'm just not. I'm not educated, and like I've genuinely tried. It's not like, oh yeah, but you've never tried. Like I've actually tried, right? As a beginner, I've tried, and I've not gotten anywhere. Yeah, exactly, quackers. We're the crypto people, right? It's poor man's options. That's one way of saying it. Leverage solves the issues. That is correct. Some good crypto leverage, right? Let's take another look at the earnings calendar here. After hours, what else? CSX. What is this thing? Can take a look at it. CSX Corporation. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, I love to see these things, you guys. I love to see big red candlesticks, to be honest. Maybe we can do some deals here. Not here, but in due time. Let's zoom out a little bit. I mean, I'm not all too interested, to be honest. I would be interested, for example, if this low here was not yet taken. Now I'm just thinking if this gets below 31.5, this is not what you want to have your money in. Anyways, let's take a look at the 15-minute here. What was that? A red nuke. I guess you could look at that red level once again for support, but typically not a huge fan. Ooh, there we go, ISRG. Let's shatter some dreams, you guys. Why are you not in SAT Alpha channel? Scalping shitcoins? Go claim your free up. Yeah, but that is if you've traded on Jupiter, on Jupiter, right? Now? Is it not? It's just for using Phantom? I've been seeing really. All right, I gotta go look into that then. I was actually unaware. Thank you. Mi familia thanks you. I'm definitely gonna qualify if all I need to do is if use Phantom, I'm gonna qualify for sure. That's impeccable news even. Let's take a look at Jupiter. If they're going to be airdropping these tokens, maybe we're going to be able to look at a good short on the perps. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, you guys. This is not good for Jupiter here. Oof, not at all. Like they're getting outcompeted by Radium then, I guess, because if you look at the Ray chart, that is a completely different story. Boom. It's kind of it's even very interesting. You're telling me about Jupiter airdrops, and I'm seeing already a bearish candlestick. I'm thinking, how can I short this basically? Well, that's, yeah, anyways, thank you for mentioning. I'm going to put this on my radar because this is one of these coins that a little bit of a bounce up. I'll know where to look, and then you're looking at least to go back to 63 cents and then probably still way lower. Looks like Bitcoin's also seeing some volatility. Nice. January. Thank you for getting the link, TK. I appreciate it here in the Discord for that Jupiter airdrop. Nice, nice. Unfortunately, the Jupiter tokens aren't very precious, and they're kind of decreasing in value at with rapid speed here. But also, you guys, I'll mention this once again. You wanna potentially, if you're interested, you can follow me on Twitter X at BTCJ_705. I'll be at least keeping up to date all year with things like Bitcoin and Apple. So for January, I'm looking for Bitcoin to close above 103.6. If we're going to close above 103.6, it's going to be bull market vibes, guys. If not, maybe it's going to take a couple more weeks or even months. Well, the guy who bought there half an hour ago or so is sweating. Let's see. So we covered a lot, right? McCormick swing trade as well. For the people who are, for example, that's not McKesson, McCormick, MKC. For the people who joined a bit later, I'll say it again. If tomorrow this thing MKC closes above 75.12, next week I'm looking to buy that level. Target 82, stop loss 72. And we did, well, intuitive here. I'm just looking at 573 and 552, and then basically gonna look at the reaction at these levels during regular trading hours. So you definitely walked away with some ideas here, right? Let's go back to this earnings calendar maybe once more, see if we didn't forget anything. And in like 5 minutes, we can slowly call it a day. So did we get everything? ISRG, TXN, CSX, yeah. Let's take a look at the East-West Bank then, EWBC. EWBC, East-West Bank Corporation. Let's see. Looks like they're gapping down. But this is already like if you're going lower in the list of, for example, any screener or like your coin market cap for crypto or this, I'm always going to value the things with a higher market cap more, right? The moment I'm going to go down to, for example, already like even the $14 billion company here, like it's already like gap city just everywhere on the lower time frames. I'm going to avoid that where possible. Like this is definitely not tradable price action, right? Something like this on the 5 minute. Trump talking, releasing the JFK files. I'm so excited about this. Love to hear it, TK. Honestly, this East-West Bank Corp, all I'm doing, like you guys, all I do, it's literally not difficult. I check what has earnings. All right, good chart. I'm going to put myself one level, what alert. Is this chart going to come to that level? I'm going to be very interested if it does. If it doesn't, I'm never going to own it probably, right? This wouldn't be bad for the East-West Bank Corp. Literally that wide scenario here. That would require getting back to 86.92. You could have that level on your chart. Again, I'm not giving you the clean traded setup like for McCormick there, but that's at least a level where I'm gonna be very focused. Let's see, we still good on the socials here. Can you do ISRG earnings call live? Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that, champion, because I think that is still a while from now, or maybe like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and we're going to call it a day and 5 here. Big history nerd, which turned me into a conspiracy nerd, epic. Crypto people are epic. Well, let's see what is reporting tomorrow then. Verizon, that's going to be American Express, Verizon. All right, all right. And next week, what is the main thing? What is the main stuff next week? Ooh, Apple. Apple, what? Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Tesla, all of it? Is this real, chat? Is this correct? That's going to be something. Let's see. Date. The 29th and the 30th are going to be so stacked. That is nuts. Yep. Let's see, the 29th. When is it again? That is on Wednesday. So on Wednesday and on Thursday next week, we're going to have some market shaking earnings. This is really gonna rock the S&P, right? Earnings on Apple and Microsoft and so on. Anyways. Well, I think I've done my job giving you guys the levels. I hope you enjoyed. And I wish you happy trading tomorrow and next week. I'll see you guys around them. We'll definitely getting our popcorn ready, and next week we'll do another earnings session together. And then it's going to be Apple and so on. And I mean, honestly speaking, that's what excites me a bit more. Anyways, thank you for your attention, champions. Have a very good rest of your day, evening, whatever time of day it is for you, and stay safe. Oh, wait, one question. Sure, dude. You can ask me a question in the Discord. I'll just end the YouTube and the X stuff here.